It is back day, my favorite day of the week. I had just finished up a 6 to 7 mile walk/run. And afterwards I was like, dude, I got nothing better to do. I'm gonna go to the gym. It was supposed to be a rest day, but I love hitting back. So I'm gonna walk you guys through exactly what I do, some of the techniques that I use, the exact format and workout structure I do to grow back like mine, because it's the best day of the week. So stay tuned, hope you enjoy, and I will see you guys inside. All right. So I love starting off my back days with a high row of all things. For this, personal favorite, just because the stretch I get. Now, when I hop on here, I get my shoulders down and back, keeping them down. I let my shoulder blades pull forward to get a stretch in my lat. From there, I keep my chest up. When I pull, notice how I keep my elbows kind of flared up. I'm not tucking them in. And the reason for this is because the part of your back you're gonna end up hitting is wherever your elbows are aligned. So many people, they'll keep their elbows tucked in, but now they're taking the tension away from the upper lat, tucking it into more the lower and mid part. When I keep my shoulders down and flare them out, I'm keeping that tension on that upper part of my back. And this is one of the reasons I feel my lats are as wide as they are. That and just putting all that extra emphasis on that stretch, because that stretch position is where you're truly gonna grow. So when I'm training any muscle group for that matter, at the end of my working sets, I like to throw in a lot of length into partials. When I can't do any more reps, keeping the tension of the muscle, but forcing it to continue to work and perform even when I can't do a full rep anymore. Truly trying to gas it out and create the greatest stimulus I possibly can. Set one. Last set with this, I always do a drop set to failure. Somebody might notice is I don't really count my reps. I more so focus on the stimulus I'm producing, and I'll explain a little bit more about that after this, but last set, best set. Deep. All right, so as to why I don't count reps. Muscle growth is an evolutionary adaptation. It is designed to help your body be better suited to deal with hard situations, with things that are not easy for it to do, right? People will give themselves a rep range, but if you're doing 12 to 15 reps, you stop at 12, you had 18, 20, and nothing is happening, you're not doing anything. You're supposed to be failing. So I'll choose a weight, something like this. I'll probably fail between 5 and 10 reps my first couple of sets, focusing as much as I can on the stretch, on the contraction, on producing the best stimulus possible and listening to my body. The amount of sets I do is completely dependent on how my body is feeling. Because if I'm doing an exercise and it feels amazing, well, I'm gonna stop at 2 sets, 3 sets, whatever. If I have more in it, I'm going to milk everything out of it I can. Whereas the inverse is true as well. If I do a set and it doesn't feel good at all, it just feels like shit, why am I gonna keep doing it? Why am I gonna waste the energy, the glycogen my muscle has, on an exercise that I'm not creating a stimulus from that doesn't feel good? So I know a lot of people are gonna have mixed opinions on that, but that's what I personally believe, and that is where I've noticed the best results. And you know, as much as I love the science side of things, sometimes I gotta just say, fuck it, listen to your body and have fun. All right, this one's another staple in my back day. You've probably never seen this one before though, actually, because I kind of came up with it. But basically, you're gonna take a dual cable like this, and it's essentially the same exact thing as the bent over barbell row, but on this, you can actually get a full stretch. So I pick up the 2 weights, chest up, roll my shoulders back, hinge my hips back, let my shoulders pull to get a deep stretch, lift my chest up, tuck my elbows in and squeeze my lower lats. Full range of motion. I absolutely love this one. You have so much freedom over where you want to isolate, what part of the back you want to feel, as well as it's literally the same exact motion as the bent over barbell row, but you can get the full contraction, you can get the full stretch, not limited by the barbell's bar path. Could not recommend this one enough. Sport of training. It's the sport. It's the intensity, it's the challenge of yourself. It's how much more can I do? That's all that matters. That's why I love this shit. That's why I love this shit. All right, so hopping onto a lat pull down. Now I try to avoid using lifting stuff if possible when I can. But the bars are extremely slippery, so I'll make an exception. But for these, first thing I do when I sit down, I push my shoulder blades to the floor. Don't squeeze together, just down. Tuck the elbows in, and think about doing a back to the bicep. Really pay close attention as to where you feel this. Keeping the elbows tucked in. Now, when I go here, when my elbows are tucked in like that, I physically cannot go any further. And once I do, my shoulder blades begin to pull forward, taking over with my shoulders, my upper back, and my traps. So, elbows up, elbows in, chest up, pull. Going for contraction, not just as far down as I can go. When my lats are as deeply contracted as I can possibly get them, and I can't go any further without ruining the technique, that's when the rep is done. On my last set of lat pull downs, I always hit it with a specific superset. A little bit unconventional, but I love it. It's a go-to for me. You'll see, if you're watching this, I challenge you to try the same thing, but once again, lat pull downs, failure, focus on that squeeze. Up, Try that one out. Just finished up the workout, had an amazing back workout. Had to switch the camera at the end to do a little bit of the posing because this one just can't capture it the same way, but I didn't have a mic. So it was good though, man. You know, I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful to be alive. It's one of those nights where it's just absolutely beautiful. Leaving the gym, there's just that feeling in the air that's just so inspiring. I'm seeing beautiful cars, beautiful lights, beautiful people, and it just makes me want to do so much more, to become so much more. So we're gonna head home now. I got some chicken, sweet potatoes, broccoli, and rice calling my name right now, and slam a protein shake before heading to bed. But I hope you enjoyed the workout. I want to make a few more videos like this in the future, showing a little bit more of my training routine, what I like to do, how I like to focus, and my little methodology. Because, you know, there's so many different ways to train. There's so many different approaches, there's so many different ideologies, and none of them are either right or wrong. Nobody really knows. You can't track everything. You can't break down everything that far. And so much of it, you know, is truly just about challenging yourself. It's about seeing what you're made of. There's a beauty in that, in the simplicity of just training hard. So that's it for today. I'll see you guys in the next one. Deuces.